Your kidneys filter 200 liters of blood every single day. And right now, they might be drowning in metabolic waste you didn't even know was building up. Look, I know detox sounds like something you'd see on a sketchy Instagram ad. But here's the thing. I've spent the last 3 months digging through peer-reviewed journals, and what I found about these 3 types of noodles actually shocked me. By the end of this video, you'll understand why the noodles sitting in your pantry right now could either be helping your kidneys or quietly sabotaging them. Let me start with something most people get wrong about kidney health. Your kidneys don't need a cleanse in the juice bar sense of the word. They're already self-cleaning machines. What they do need is support, specifically foods that reduce the inflammatory load and provide nutrients that help them do their job efficiently. And that's where these 3 noodles come in. First up, buckwheat soba noodles. Now, stay with me on this. Despite the name, buckwheat isn't actually wheat. It's a pseudo-cereal, and that matters because it's naturally gluten-free and packed with something called rutin. A 2023 study from the Journal of Agricultural and Food Chemistry found that rutin acts as a powerful antioxidant that specifically reduces oxidative stress in renal cells. Here's what that means in plain English. Your kidneys are constantly exposed to free radicals, unstable molecules that damage cells. Rutin neutralizes those free radicals before they can cause harm. But here's where it gets weird. Most people buy soba noodles thinking they're getting pure buckwheat. Actually, check the label. A lot of brands mix in 50% or more refined wheat flour to cut costs. You want noodles that say 100% buckwheat, or jowari soba, if you're going for maximum kidney support. Buckwheat also has another trick up its sleeve. It's high in magnesium. A 2022 meta-analysis published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition linked magnesium intake to lower rates of chronic kidney disease. We're talking about a 17% risk reduction in people who consumed adequate magnesium over a 10-year period. One serving of 100% buckwheat soba gives you about 89 milliliters of magnesium. That's roughly 21% of your daily needs. And before I get to noodle number 2, I need to tell you about the one common healthy noodle that could actually be increasing your kidney workload. I'll explain that in a minute. All right, number 2, shirataki noodles. These are the translucent, gelatinous noodles made from the konjac yam, and I'll be honest, the texture takes some getting used to. But if your kidneys are already under stress, this might be the most important food swap you make this year. Here's why. Shirataki noodles are 97% water and 3% glucomannan, a type of soluble fiber. They contain almost 0 calories, 0 carbs, and 0 protein. Now you might be thinking, wait, isn't protein good for you? Yes, but not if your kidneys are compromised. A 2021 study from the Clinical Journal of the American Society of Nephrology found that people with early-stage chronic kidney disease who reduced their dietary protein intake by just 0.2 grams per kilogram of body weight saw a significant slowdown in kidney function decline. Shirataki noodles let you enjoy a pasta-like meal without adding to your kidneys' filtration burden. They also have another benefit. Glucomannan helps lower blood sugar. A 2020 trial published in Diabetes Care showed that glucomannan improved glycemic control in participants with type 2 diabetes, a condition that's the leading cause of kidney failure in the United States. But here's the catch. If you're not used to high-fiber foods, shirataki noodles can cause bloating or digestive discomfort. Start with small portions, and always rinse them thoroughly before cooking. They come packed in liquid that has a distinct smell. Now, I know some of you are thinking, but I've heard that all this detox talk is pseudoscience. And you're partially right. The liver and kidneys already detoxify your blood naturally. But, and this is critical, they can only do that efficiently if they're not overloaded with inflammatory foods, excess sodium, and metabolic waste. These noodles aren't magic. They're strategic. Number 3, whole wheat or spelt noodles. But before you run to the store, let me clarify something. Not all whole grains are created equal when it comes to kidney health. Whole wheat noodles are high in phosphorus. For people with healthy kidneys, that's fine. But if you have any stage of chronic kidney disease, excess phosphorus can lead to bone and heart problems. A 2023 guideline from the National Kidney Foundation recommends limiting phosphorus intake to 800-1,000 mmHg per day for CKD patients. So why are they on this list? Because for people with healthy kidneys, whole grains provide B vitamins, especially B6 and folate, that support kidney function. A 2022 study in Nutrients found that higher dietary B6 intake was associated with a 19% lower risk of developing kidney stones. Spelt is a great alternative if you want the benefits of whole grains, but with slightly lower phosphorus content. Plus, it's easier to digest for some people who are sensitive to modern wheat varieties. Here's my rule. If you have kidney disease or a family history of it, skip the whole wheat and stick with buckwheat or shirataki. If your kidneys are healthy and you just want to optimize, whole wheat or spelt in moderation is fine. Remember when I said I'd tell you about the healthy noodle that could be hurting your kidneys? It's rice noodles. I know. They're gluten-free, light, and delicious. But most commercial rice noodles are made from refined white rice, which spikes your blood sugar fast. Chronic blood sugar spikes lead to insulin resistance, which is a direct pathway to diabetic nephropathy, kidney damage caused by diabetes. A 2024 study from the Journal of Renal Nutrition found that high glycemic diets were linked to a 23% increased risk of kidney function decline over 5 years. If you love rice noodles, go for brown rice versions and pair them with protein and healthy fats to blunt the glycemic response. So, how do you actually use this information? Here's what I do. Twice a week, I make a simple buckwheat soba bowl with steamed vegetables, a soft-boiled egg, and a light miso broth. It's low in sodium, high in antioxidants, and keeps my kidneys happy. On days when I want something lighter, I go for shirataki noodles in a stir-fry with garlic, ginger, and leafy greens, all foods that support kidney health. And if I'm craving comfort food, I'll have spelt pasta with olive oil, cherry tomatoes, and fresh basil. Simple, clean, kidney-friendly. Now, let's be real. Every body is different. If you have existing kidney issues, you need to talk to your nephrologist or a registered dietitian before making any major dietary changes. These noodles are supportive tools, not medical treatments. And if you're on medications like ACE inhibitors or diuretics, certain foods, even healthy ones, can interact with your treatment. Always check first. Your kidneys are working 24/7 to keep you alive. The least we can do is give them the fuel they need to do that job well. If this video helped you, hit that like button, and if you want more evidence-based health content that cuts through the noise, subscribe. I've got a video coming next week on the worst breakfast foods for kidney health. You're going to want to see that. Take care of your kidneys. They're the only pair you've got.